Start streaming. And I'm going to record.
Bowlers, please hold up on your deliveries. Warm-up has finished. Please hold up on your deliveries. Warm-up has finished. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that the tile area is where the field play and reserved for our bowlers. Please note that we do not finish any style competition. Gentlemen, your lanes are cycling. Arrows are coming up. See you have a set of pins. First ball cycle. And set arrows. You may begin your competition. Good luck and good bowling.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Canizaro, and welcome back to BowlTV. We're here for the Cashers round of the 2018 Super Senior Classic here at Sam's Town Bowling Center in Las Vegas. We'll have a recap of the week's action so far as we get comfortable here for our 6-game Cashers round block. I do appreciate everybody joining us here again live on BowlTV, the Cashers round of the 2018 Super Senior Classic. We've got 46 of the top USBC members, age 60 and above, battling for an $8,500 top prize here in Las Vegas. Details coming right up. Get settled in. Tell all your friends, and we will have complete coverage of today's action. Cashers round, followed by 6 games of round-robin match play. As we get settled in here for the first of our 6 games, let's meet our 8 players. Mike Matisic up on lane 20 there. He's joined on 19 and 20 here by Chris Keene, Clark Polzer, and Kerry Panter. And to our right, lanes 21 and 22, that will be our championship pair once again here in 2018. It's Eddie Katz, Daryl Bauer, Tom Carter, and Mr. Burgess rounding out those 4 players. Certainly is nice to be back here on the airwaves. It's been a minute since November, I believe, at the World Cup in Mexico. So knocking the rust off here and getting comfortable for about 10 consecutive days of live streaming. If you have any questions for us along the way, drop those in the chat room, see if we get them answered. We'll run down the standings here in just 1 minute. Game number 1 of 6, so we'll be here for a while. 4 on a pair. 46 players remaining in the field here at Samstown, vying for that $8,500 top prize and the title of Super Senior Classic Champion. A rundown of past winners. The inaugural winner back in 2013 at the International Training and Research Center. It was Kerry Painter right here on our featured pair, followed by Jim Knoblah in 2014, also at the ITRC. Sam Macarone in 2015 in Green Bay. And then 2016 right here at Samstown, the title tilt between Junichi Yajima of Japan and Ron Moore. Junichi wins 2016. The rematch last year in 17, Ron Moore victorious, earning redemption. He is your defending champion here in 2018. Ron in the top 5 heading into today's Casters round. Again, we'll have a rundown of the standings in just 1 moment. All right, good question from Rico in the chat room. Is this tournament happening every year? And we certainly hope so. It has grown each year. This time going to 2 squads, 184 total entries here in 2018. Again, the top or bravest USBC members age 60 and older. The field grows, prize fund grows, so hoping this event able to continue. Again, the inaugural edition in 2013. right, so all competitors battled through 12 games of qualifying over 2 days, 6 games each day this year. All standings can be found at bowl.com/supersenior. Leading the way, left-hander Mike Diaz, USBC Gold Coach from Lafayette, Colorado. His 12-game total, 2873 plus 473, average 239.42 to grab that top spot coming into today's Cashers round. Followed by Skip Pavone, Marc Williams, Ron Moore, the defending champ, in 4th place. About 130 back of the lead. Bruce Hall was 5th at plus 332. Took a score of plus 97 over 12 games. 24.97, 208 average. To make the cut, we had a tie for that final spot in the Cashers round. Gregg Mcmahan and David Chu had a roll-off yesterday, 1-game roll-off. McMahon won that 205-166 to earn the final spot in the Cashers round. So right now, all 46 players going to bowl 6 more games. Pinfall will carry over. And at the end of this Cashers round, we will cut the field to the top 12 for some round-robin match play. A little more about the format coming up along the way. Char Hamill, USBC Senior Queens champion, checking in the chat room. She was here yesterday watching the action live at Samstown. Always nice to see Char, and always nice to see a split conversion like Chris Keene there on lane 20, cleaning up that mess to stay clean here in our opening game. Welcome everybody just joining us. My name again is Matt Cannizzaro, and you're watching BowlTV live Cashers round coverage of the 2018 Super Senior Classic. Going to be a fun year coming up here in Las Vegas. A lot of bowling action. We've got the Super Senior Classic this week, followed by the Senior Masters and PBA 50 US Open coming up for these guys. You catch that action on Extra Frame later this month. We're back here at Samstown late in the year for the Cubic AMF Bowling World Cup and the USBC Open Championships at the South Point Bowling Plaza. Followed later in the year by the World Women's Championships. So Las Vegas going to be the hotbed here for the rest of 2018 and into 2019. But right now, it's all about the best senior players age 60 and older. And we'll see if we can't get to the updated standings as quickly as possible after each game here in our Cashers round. Again, 46 players vying for 12 spots in match play. Appreciate all the kind words in the chat room and for everybody joining us here for today's action. We want to circle back and see what happened this week at the Super Senior Classic. I encourage you to scroll down on the official OC. I'm in the Open Championship state of mind. The official USBC Facebook page, The Sport of Bowling USBC. We had some video highlights throughout the 2 rounds of qualifying, as well as a recap story each day that also was posted on bowl.com. A small delay happening here on lay 20. Been a smooth week so far. Once again, Mike Diaz, the left-hander, leading the way through 12 games. 28.73, averaging 239. Round 1, it was Dick Baker, 76 years old, averaging more than 250. And he's been going through some health issues. A couple months ago, thought his career was completely over. All of a sudden, started feeling better. And about 10 days ago now, started bowling again. A few games at a time, and a few more, a few days in a row. And then he was unstoppable on day 1. Dick Baker qualified 6th overall, averaging 227 and change. Good question in the chat from Rich from Long Island. Is there a senior tourney like this for 50 and older? Yes, it's actually coming up this week, so I believe still time to enter if you can get to Las Vegas. The Senior Masters, 15 games of qualifying over 3 days, and the top 63 join our defending champion in the double elimination match play bracket. So that is coming up right after the Super Senior Classic here. This event, 60 and older. 184 players started the week, took an average of 208 to make the Cashers round. Nice little prize fund for this event as well. That information available at bowl.com/supersenior. 8,500 on top. Last cash, $450. And if you're a super duper senior, age 70 and older, and you don't make the top 46, there's a little extra prize money as well. 8,500 bucks, prize fund of $75,000. As this event continues to grow. First held in 2013 at the International Training and Research Center in Arlington, Texas. That is the home of Team USA, part of the International Bowling Campus. Kerry Panter won that event. 28 entries in the inaugural year, and now grown to 184. We'll have all 6 games of action today. And if you have a favorite player in the field and would like to follow him across the house here at Samstown, live scoring is available. See a link to that in the information box below your video window. I'm going to take a look, see what's happening. We did not have a 300 game this week. Kevin Croucher, I believe, had the front 10 at one point. Suppose we can take a look at our standings. Kevin bowling today. He had 289 in game 4 yesterday. We'll take a scroll through our live scoring. Mike Diaz, our tournament leader, down on lanes 7 and 8, bowling well here this morning once again. Pinfall does carry over. 18-game pinfall totals will determine the top 12 for round-robin match play. Our friend Willie Wales bowling today as well. He stopped by to chat earlier today, said he would really love to bowl well. An early birthday present. Willie going to turn 70 years old in September. I'm sure we'll see him come through our live stream pairs today. Right now, we're behind lanes 19, 20, 21, and 22 at the Samstown Bowling Center. We'll be parked here for the duration of this event and then into the Senior Masters coming up later in the week. Nice little crowd joining us. We do appreciate it. If you're just dropping in, this is Matt Cannizzaro. You're watching coverage of the 2018 Super Senior Classic. We've got a stalker, Marc Williams. The Marc Williams. He's actually bowling. He made the cut from Beaumont, Texas to PBA Hall of Famer. Bowled very well yesterday and found his way into 3rd place. Coming into today's action, we'll see him come through as well. Looking forward to that. Always fun to hang out with Marc and chat a little bit. Very witty guy. Well, right now, our attention back to our featured pairs. Having a little bit of trouble with lane 20. Going to respot the 3-pin for Mr. Matisic. Here's Keen. Going to step up on lane 19. There's clean through 7 with a double early. Kerry Painter setting the pace here with 6 strikes in his 7 frames. "41-foot oil pattern this week using the Kegel Ice Oil. If you'd like to see that pattern, it is posted. bowl.com/supersenior. Just click on the information tab. "41 feet, 26.1 mils. Again, Kegel Ice. Pretty slick oil, holds up very well. Remember to tell all your friends. We'll be live all day long. 6 games of Cashers Round, 6 games of match play. Give us a thumbs up under your video window. The more support, the better the chance we'll be back here for the 2019 event, live on BowlTV. Numbers don't lie. Give the people what they want, for sure. Give a quick shout out to our associates out in Syracuse, holding things together at the USBC Open Championships. Aaron Smith, Brandy Silva and company. While we're out here for these back-to-back senior events. Also, Emil Williams Jr. and Jason Thomas over at Extra Frame, PWBA in Hartford, Connecticut this week. So if you're a bowling fan, get comfortable. A lot going on all day long today here in Vegas, and the ladies in action out east. Clark Polzer throwing pins all over the deck, rolls the 10 there. Gary Painter still striking here on 19 and 20. Big finish here coming for Daryl Bauer. Gary Painter up in the 10th, 280. Max score for him. If he can get all three. There's the first one, dead flush. Coming in to this round, Clark Polzer in a tie for 8th place at plus 314. Chris Keene is 10th at plus 306. Tom Carter plus 304 in 11th. Daryl Bauer is the number in 12th. Plus 302. Gary Painter with some work to do here in the cashers round, plus 124. And he certainly is off to a hot start here. Matisich plus 123. Eddie Katz at plus 130 and Ronnie Burgess plus 125. So those are spots 33 through 36 in the standings. And then up to the top, we have essentially 9th through 12th. 6 games here added to the 12-game pinfall total from qualifying. Top 12 will advance based on 18-game totals. Bauer finishes with 258. The Cats 180. TC Tom Carter can get to 182, but he's staring down the big 4. So likely going to be short of that. Burgess can be in the 170s with a spare. Panter adds one more, 280. First game, nice little surge there. In game 1, he definitely will catapult out of the 30s. Still a lot of work to be done here. There's Chris Keene. Had a nice start in round 1. Shot 1430 for his 6 games. A little bit slower pace in round 2. 1276 to get to 10th place at plus 306. Growing crowd. Appreciate the thumbs up. Players on the move, getting ready for game number 2. Get you the updated standings as soon as they become available. Taking a look at the schedule here for the Super Senior. Maybe. We got the Cashers round now, followed by 6 games of round robin match play. That is coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern. They're going to oil the lanes. They'll be fresh. 41-foot oil pattern for match play. And then things get unique. So coming up after the Cashers round, we'll take the top 12. We'll split them in 2. The odds will go one way. The evens will go the other. 6 players in each group. Essentially Group A and Group B. They will round robin within their groups. 5 games plus a position round. After the 6 games of match play, 24-game pinfall totals, including bonus pins for each match win. The leader in each group automatically will advance to tomorrow's stepladder finals. So with a higher total between the 2 leaders will be the number 1 seed, and the other will be the number 2 seed. Then we'll come back tomorrow morning, and the 2, 3, and 4 players in each group will have their own mini step ladders. The winner of each step ladder also will advance to the championship round. Then those 2 winners will be the 3 and 4 seeds for the finals. That also will be a step ladder, where the winner of that initial match will meet the number 2 seed, and of course the winner there will take on the number 1 seed. Ted Stakeoff. Big shot there to open up game number 2 on lane 22. Here's Dick Baker, 76-year-old left-hander, led round 1, overcoming some health problems, and smooth roll on left. He leaves the 7-pin on his opening shot. Also a visit now from Bruce Hall. Group step ladder will take place tomorrow at noon Eastern, right here on BowlTV, and the championship step ladder will be at 2 p.m. Eastern essentially back-to-back here from the Samstown Bowling Center. So remember to tune in for that. Set your alarm clocks. I do appreciate it. And game number 2 underway here. Rob Downer, the final player on our featured pair, and they're going to do some work on lane 20 as we await our star-studded quartet here for game 2. There you see standing at the ball return, our defending champion, Ron Moore. What a week for him. We'll talk about that as game 2 gets going here. If you'd like to see the schedule for BowlTV coming up, it's a doozy. Wire-to-wire coverage of the Senior Masters right here at Samstown. Just go to bowl.com and look for the broadcast schedule, and you will see 3 days of qualifying, followed by our unique double elimination match play bracket. Looks like we're going to fall a few minutes behind here on 19 and 20. Staff working hard to get things situated. It looks like Marc Williams might need to take some more Advil and get a few minutes of practice here before game 2. There's Baker looking to double up on 21. Goes high. Lucky to leave just the 7. Stykov stepping up on 22, looking for 3 in a row to start. Bruce Hall also perfect through 2. Ted 3 for 3. Bruce looking to match now. It looks like we are ready to roll on 19 and 20. Look at this duo stepping up now. Ron Moore has been in our title match the last 2 years. 1-1. Both times meeting Japan's Junichi Yajima. Holy cow, look at that. Fast 8 for Hall. 6'10" standing on 22. Ron Moore, first shot game 2. And the light mixer is joined on this pair by the legend. Left-hander Johnny Petraglia. Seen him in the last 2 years. Back-to-back third-place finishes at the Super Senior Classic. Seven pin for Petraglia. Paul Mylans and Marc Williams, the final 2 players on 19 and 20 here for game 2. All right, coming into today's action, Marc Williams was 3rd in the standings, averaging 229.5 through 12 games. Ron Moore, tiring week for the defending champ, qualified 4th at plus 344. Ron won the PBA 50 event in Brentwood, California. Got done with that stepladder as the #1 seed late Wednesday night. Drove through the night, arrived in the Las Vegas area 4 a.m. as he said yesterday. Very, very tired, but a wonderful problem to have. He would take that any time. Nice little prize check and some adrenaline. Got him safely to Las Vegas. Again at 4 a.m. bowled on the afternoon qualifying squad. So had a few hours of rest. And 12 games later, he is in 4th position after qualifying here at the Super Senior Classic. Our other 2 players, trying to find them in the standings from qualifying. Petraglia came in 41st at plus 112, and Mylans from Menominee, Wisconsin, plus 111 in 42nd place. And our other featured player again, Bruce Hall, the left-hander, 5th. Dick Baker, opening round leader, ended up 6th after 12 games. Stakeoff tied for 38th place, and Rob Downer 40th. So tournament staff working on the standings. As soon as those become available, we'll get them to you. Also, keep an eye on the live scoring to see what's happening across the house. See if anybody's stringing strikes. People like strikes. Game 2 about halfway complete or halfway to go, depending on your perspective. Looks like we're using lane 7 to 40 here for our cashers round. Holzer down on 39 and 40, has the front 6. We'll keep an eye on that. And on 27 and 8, Chris Keene and Mike Manisich both perfect through 4. All right, we do have some standings now after 13 games. Again, 18 game pinfall totals will determine our top 12 for match play. Mike Diaz still on top at plus 510. He started with 237. Skip Pavone second, plus 417. Bruce Hall, 401, tied with Marc Williams. Ron Morris fifth at plus 371. Warren Nelson, plus 369. Darryl Bauer, plus 360 after that 258 start. Benny Hafes, 278 in the opener. He is 8th at plus 355. Patrick Patton is 9th at plus 329. Dick Baker Down to 10th place at 3:13. Clark Polzer, 3:06. And Willie Wells, 2:19 start. He is at plus 3:02. He is your cut, 12th place. All right, we got the heads up now. We have a front 8 if you want to follow on the live scoring. Also a couple front 6s over on 27 and 28. So I know the world would crumble down if we missed a 300 on video. So I will try to run that way. Probably not run. I might walk briskly, but attempt to capture the highlights whenever possible. That is Ron Holzer down on 39 and 40. He gets the 9th one here. Make a run for it. Things will roll on here on our featured pairs. Marc Williams, 4 out of 5. Milan still looking for his first strike here in game 2. Rob Downer off to a good start as well, working on 5 in a row. There's one for Paul on lane 19. One more for Downer. And Holzer's string comes to an end in the 9th frame, but still a great start here to game number 2. We got a tie for 13th place. Jerry Smith and Harry Sullins at plus 291. Ron Holzer 18th at plus 256, so 270 here. Get him in fine position for a nice run in the home stretch. Looks like down to our right, Chris Keen's run ends at 7. Mike Matisic still with the front 7. He'll be up next. We did have a fun couple days of qualifying. Again, you can see the highlights, the official USBC Facebook page, the Sport of Bowling USBC. Video highlights of each round, as well as a recap at the end of each day. Petraglia not lucking that left lane too much here in game 2, but clean through 6. Jake Baker adds one in the 9th. And Rob Downer add another in the 9th. Yes, he can. The 2, the 4, and the 8. Marc Williams tripping fours for a four-bagger. Matisic now up to the front 8. Couple pairs to our right. Take a look at the standings and see where Mr. Downer is. '33rd place at plus 140. Nice surge coming here in game 2. Stakeoff bowling well. The miscue in the 8th frame. We get to 233 now in the 10th frame. Dick Baker up in the 10th as well. 201 max score for him. So Baker's story, very interesting. So he's always had some knee problems. Having some foot problems as well. Surgery would have been painful and a long recovery. And he went with some stem cell injections in both the knee and the foot. Didn't see any results for a while. And then all of a sudden, everything just felt great. He was able to bowl again. That was about a week and a half ago. Bowled a ton of games in the days that followed, felt ready. And here he is in the Cashers round at the Super Senior Classic. So, great story. He was so excited just to be able to be here and to bowl well on top of it. Very emotional. And now here he is trying to hang on to a spot in the top 12. And he'll finish with 188. Ted doubles up in the 10th, so count, he'll be in the 230s. Matisic with the front 9 now. So I will take a short walk. I will leave it to you. Scoreboards are up. Bowlers are bowling. I'll be right back, folks. This is Matt Canizar live at the 2018 Super Senior Classic, Samstown Bowling Center in Las Vegas. Game number 3 right around the corner, but let's go see if we can have some fireworks down on 27 and 28 here at the end of game number 2. I will be right back. Please enjoy the brief silence. All right, folks, we will not have our first 300 game here at the Super Senior Classic. Matisic got the 10th one, and then 11 shot, not so good. Lucky to leave just the 10 pin. So if we spared that, it would be 289. We're back here to watch the final frame. Our star-studded featured pair, 19 and 20. They had a little bit of a mechanical delay to start. That's why they're a couple frames behind, but making up some time. With all these strikes, run more. Piling them on here late in game 2. 268 max score for him. One more for the defending champ. Off camera there. We're on a fiery guy. Definitely can tell how he's bowling. And Johnny P. Just the 7 to pop out. So we'll wait for them to clear that deadwood. Ron Moore gonna step up and close things out. We'll get ready for game 3. Our tournament leader, Mike Diaz, coming our way. Moore will be in the 260s. .268 for the red hot Ron Moore. Marc Williams going to take matters into his own hands here. Going to clear that one. I think that's the fastest he's thrown the ball all week long. PBA Hall of Famer now. We'll step up to 25 max score. Mylands going to get to the 170s. Now over 200 viewers. Thanks, folks, for tuning in. Live coverage of the Cashers Round 2018 Super Senior Classic, Samstown Bowling Center. My name is Matt Canizaro. Thanks for being here. And if you like the ladies, get you a split screen going. Emil Williams Jr. and company should be in action over on Extra Frame, PWBA in Hartford, Connecticut this week. So whether you're a fan of the ladies or the classics, there's something for you on the airwaves this weekend. Mike Diaz opens with a strike. Also on this pair, Skip Pavone, Paul McCordick. And Don Woolard is our final player. Okay, so 268 for Ron Moore. Mylands 168, 207 for Johnny P. Marc Williams loses that one. He'll finish with 204. It's a wrap for game 2 on 19 and 20. Game 3 coming right up. Skip Pavone, sweet shot there on 21. Meet our next 4 players here in just a few minutes. Nearing the halfway point of our Cashers Round here at the Super Senior Classic 2018 edition. Updated standings coming to you in just 1 minute as well. My name is Matt Canizaro. We'll be right back with Game 3. All right, back in business. Game 3 underway here. We're going to make up some time on 19 and 20. Nick Morgan. Mike Lucente. And Gregory Turner are 3 players here for Game 3. Question in the chat. Am I going to be in Dallas for the Junior Gold Championships? And the answer is yes. I will be there for at least some. The end part for sure. Last year, my first appearance at Junior Gold typically overlaps with the conclusion of the USBC Open Championships, my primary role at USBC. But able to have some time there to wrap things up. We'll do the same here in Syracuse. We're done on July 8th, so we'll need a few days to put the finishing touches on the 2018 event, get the office packed up, get the apartment cleaned up, and then make the drive from Syracuse to DFW. So I will join the rest of the team there toward the end of the event, and then head immediately to Detroit for the World Youth Championship. So a lot going on this summer. Looking forward to it. Then a few other events to cover remotely. Tournament of the Americas in Florida. Senior PABCON Championships, I believe, happening in Toronto. And then, again, some international things going on late in the year, as well as the U.S. Open. So just an action-packed off-season until we head back here to Las Vegas for the 2019 USBC Open Championships. And that is that. So if you're a bowling fan, plenty of action, plenty of things to follow along. And many of those events being brought to you live either here on BowlTV, on Extra Frame, or World Bowling. They have their own live stream, folks, so they'll be able to bring you those events too. And of course, don't forget PWBA action all the way through till September. If there's bowling going on, chances are, if I'm not there, my associates Aaron Smith and Emil Williams Jr. will be on the case. Note in the chat from Jim Eckerson, headed our way for the Senior Masters. Jim, safe travels. Look forward to seeing you here at Samstown in just a couple of days. Taking a look at the Senior Masters schedule. Walter A. Williams, our defending champ in that event. USBC members age 50 and older. And they will get underway. Practice session on Monday. And qualifying begins Tuesday, June 5th. Bright and early, 8 a.m. local time, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. We will have wire-to-wire coverage of the Senior Masters for you here on BowlTV. 3 days of qualifying, and then we'll cut to the top 63, plus Walter A. Williams Jr. for the exciting double elimination match play bracket. That event will conclude live on BowlTV on June 10th. So keep an eye out for more information about the Senior Masters. We'll see Walter Ray, we'll see Jim Eckerson, and many of our super senior players going to stick around if they can and bowl that event as well. Let's take a look, see if we've got standings now through 14 games. Mike Diaz still on top, plus 489. He slipped up a little bit in game 2 today, 179. The rest of the field able to make up some ground. Skip Pavone is second at plus 440, so 49 pins back. Ron Moore making a nice move, 268 in game 2. He is in third place at plus 439. He just seems untouchable at this event. Just comfortable at Samstown Bowling Center. Not far from home, North Las Vegas. Gets to sleep in his own bed. So just all the right things falling into place for Ron Moore. Still a long way to go, but he is climbing his way. He is third. Warren Nelson, big day so far, 248, 265. Hemet, California, plus 434 now. In fourth place, Darrell Bauer, 258, 266. Is up to fifth at plus 426. Bruce Hall, we saw him in game 2, plus 415. Marc Williams, seventh at plus 405. Benny Hafes, 278, 245. He's at plus 400. Chris Keene, plus 346. The legend, Harry Sullins. Back-to-back 240 games, he's at plus 337. Ron Holzer, 279 in game 2, plus 335. And Patrick Padden holding on to the 12th spot at plus 330. 29 pins now ahead of Dick Baker. Dick at plus 301. Also close, Clark Polzer, Nick Morgan, Willie Wells. That is your top 16. Pinfall carrying over from 12 games of qualifying. Add 6 more games today. 18 game totals will determine the top 12 for match play. Players will be split into Group A and Group B, Group 1 and Group 2. However you want to break it down, there'll be 6 players in each group. And they will have round robin match play coming up this afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. here in Las Vegas. Mike Diaz now bouncing back after the split. And he's going to think through some things here as he tries to maintain his spot atop the standings. But Skip Pavone has been hanging around that top spot all week. And now looking to make his move. Pavone just 49 pins back coming into game 3 here. Taking a look at the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page right now. See what's happening around the bowling world. We'll have an update each round as we get underway here in Las Vegas. If you have any comments or thoughts, feel free to drop those into those threads as well. We have recaps of previous rounds of competition here at the Super Senior Classic. Skip Pavone in control here. Trying to work his way to the top of the standings at the halfway point of our cashers round. Tough break there for Woolard. Dropping the 3 off the 6. Morgan liked that one on 19. Couldn't get the 10 to go. Take a scroll through our live scoring. See what's happening down lane 7 through 40. Have not seen a 300 this week. Mike Diaz not liking this pair very much, especially lane 22. Back-to-back splits for the left-hander. Marc Williams bouncing back from that fill ball gutter here on our featured pair. He's got the front 5 now in game 3, trying to solidify his spot in the top 12. He's down on 25 and 6. All right, here's Pavone up on 22. Looking to keep the string going. And cannot get the 7 to go. Tomahawk goes right in front. So a spare 5-bagger. 7-pin in the 7th. Good shot there by Turner on 19. Remember, folks, these competitors all 60 and older. Here's Diaz now, looking for some redemption here on lane 21. Got that one left. Nice break. Tip the 7. Skip Pavone, though, has erased the deficit. He now is 10 sticks ahead of Diaz. So we're just past the halfway point of game 3. The goal right now, make the top 12. And then those folks will be split into 2 groups. Odd number qualifiers will be in one group, the evens in the other, for 6 games of round robin match play. Here's Pavone looking to get back on track after the 7-pin in the 7th. High flush, 8 won't go. A lot of left-handed traffic in this cashier's round, so no doubt the transition probably going to be a little bit different than they've seen through the first 2 rounds. We did have a lot of left-handers, but they were spread over the entire house. And now a little more concentrated here in our cashier's round. Marc Williams still striking. He's got the front 6 down on 25 and 6. If he pairs to our right. Lanes 19 and 20 now caught up to 21 and 22 with just 3 players. Turner goes light. Nice pick up there for Turner to stay clean here in game 3. Let's take a look again at the standings and see where he comes in here in our cashier's round. 26th right now at plus 203. So with 3 games to go, about 130 out of the number. Vicente is 34th at plus 175. Nick Morgan, plus 298. 32 pins out of 12th place right now and working on a string of strikes here. Big game still possible, 257 max score. Great shot there from Turner on lane 20. Mike Diaz continues to struggle on lane 22. So no doubt making some moves and some changes. Clean up that mess. Barely. After back-to-back splits. Like he sailed one past the head pin. Just got the nod from Chipper-Key. Working the floor here. Marc Williams has the front 8. Can't see that pair from here. There's a pillar in the way. But we'll keep an eye on it and head that way. If he adds one more. Foundation frame now. Pavone delivers, 258 max. Diaz up on 21. He can get to 200 even. Got to figure out lane 22. That's where he's going to finish. But first, business on 21. Terrific shot. Like that one, and now thinking about what it's going to take to knock all 10 pins down on 22. Pavone in position to go into the top spot for the first time this week. Best Ron Moore can do this game is 2:15. Ron in third place, 1 pin behind Pavone. So Pavone likely going around Diaz here, barring disaster in the 10th. Gregory Turner and Mike Vicente. 10th frame underway. Marc Williams now up in the 9th over on 25. And the light mixer, 7 doesn't go. So his string ends at 8. Pavone gets the first one. Vicente doubles up. Woolard now up in the 10th. Let's take a look and see where Woolard is in the standings. He's 38th at plus 134. Gonna lose a few sticks this game. Best he could do 181. One more for Skip. It'll be in the 250s. So now mathematically surpassed Mike Diaz halfway through our cashers round. Vicente finishes with 4 for 227. Thanks again for being here at Samstown Bowling Center and for the thumbs up there below your video window. Those numbers help us determine if we're going to be back in future years. If people want it, we'll give it to them. Skip Pavone wanted that one, 258 for the left-hander. Turner finishes with 214. Now Morgan trying to get into the 230s. Woolard, all 3 in the 10th, 181. Now Paul McCordick. We've seen him bowl well here at Samstown. Made a run at the Senior Masters a couple of years ago here, and a terrible break there on the 3-bagger, 710 in the 10th. For one of the 2 most famous McCordicks I know. Twin brother Pete being the other. Pete, the Southwest Regional Director for the PBA. Doesn't get to bowl a ton of events due to his responsibilities, but always makes some noise when he's around. And An ugly mess here on 21 and 22. 7-10 for McCordick. He'll give it a run. Can't get the 7 to bounce. Finished with 2:14. Was running 2:48 there, but slowed in the 10th. And now Diaz, again, disaster on 22. This one a little more makeable. The 2.478. Probably one of my 3 least favorite spares. But he gets the right angle to get the 8 out. So he'll scratch his head, take the fill ball, and he gets a 180. So was ahead by 49 pins coming to this game now. Skip Pavone will be your tournament leader with 3 games to go here in the Cashers round. Final shot for Diaz. Again, a 180. We'll have game 4 coming up here in just one moment. Updated standings as well. My name is Matt Canizari. You're watching live coverage of the 2018 Super Senior Classic. There you go, Mike Diaz. Great shot there on the fill, of course. He'll be thinking about that pair. That is the championship pair, so whether it was just the way they transitioned or just the ball reaction he was getting, potential to see that pair again during this event. So we'll have game 4 coming up in just a minute, folks. Appreciate everybody being here. 2018 Super Senior Classic. We'll be right back. All right, here we are back in business once again. Game number 4. We're cruising along. Next round, not till 3 o'clock. Only 10:30 right now. Here in Las Vegas, Gregg Mcmahan. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Just letting Mr. McMahon know he bowled on the wrong lane. All right, our assistant tournament director, Chip Akey, gonna straighten that mess out. Rick Mcmahan will step up on out on lane 20, see if he can match the effort from Mr. McMahon. And he does not. All right, so let's talk a little bit of business here. Now Mike Lucente up on 21 and 22. We just saw him and Nick Morgan last game on 19 and 20. Gregory Turner as well. So we've got Rick Mcmahan, Gregg Mcmahan, and Ronnie Holt, our 3 players. So it's going to be a quick game 4. Let's talk about Gregg Mcmahan for 1 minute. And a great shot there. So still 3 for 3. Got the extra practice shot on lane 20. So Gregg came in after round 1. He was the number. Plus 47 in the opening round. He was the 46th place bowler. And said he missed too many spares yesterday in round 2, but made a run at 290. In his final game. Didn't quite get there. But got to the 260s. 268, I believe, was his final score. And ended up being tied for the final position. After 12 games, won a 1-game roll-off against David Shue. 205, 166. And now here he is in the Cashers round. So obviously 1 pin anywhere over 12 games. Could have made that roll off unnecessary, either in favor or against Gregg. But took advantage of the opportunity and trying to do that again here in game 4. Wanted that one to hold, and it did. Looked like almost a 7-9. And there's one of those missed spares Gregg was talking about. Definitely at this level and in this position against the best bowlers age 60 and older. Can't give away pins. Still waiting for our Game 3 score update. Scroll through the live scoring right now, see what's happening, if anybody's stringing strikes. So a few 3 and 4 baggers out there, so definitely we'll continue scrolling. Halfway point now. Folks, remember to follow us on social media. Sport of Bowling USBC on Facebook. That way you could have kept up with the action here at the Super Senior Classic prior to us being live on BowlTV for the Cashers round. A lot of great news and notes there from all around the bowling world. And of course, if you're part of the Twitter generation, it's at USBC. If you're just a fan of Matt Canizaro, well, thank you. There's a Matt Canizaro USBC on Facebook as well. Some behind the scenes action happening there from all of my travels to these great bowling events around the world. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel here, youtube.com/BowlTV, so you can be alerted to what's happening and what's coming up on BowlTV. We'll be here all weekend for the Super Senior Classic and then back next week for the Senior Masters. So you don't want to miss a minute of the action. Remember to subscribe, and if you're watching right now, give us a thumbs up there below your video window. Nice break there for Rick Manier on lane 20. But we'll take a look at all of our numbers and likes and dislikes and comments and such, and help plan our schedule for 2019. Will we be back, etc. All right, Nick Morgan not messing around here on our featured pair. He's got the front 7. Quick peek at the live scoring. Game 4 coming to a close. These guys striking a lot. Now here's Nick Morgan. Up on 21. Front 7 looking for 8 here live on BowlTV. High game this week. Pair of 289s. And gets the 10. Tomahawks it for the front 8. Down 31-2. Looks like Dick Baker warming up here. He's got a string of strikes. Bruce Hall as well. Shot there by Holt. So Dick Baker, front 7. Bruce Hall, front 6, 31-32. If you have any questions along the way, chat room's the place. See if I can't get you an answer. And if I can't, I'll make something up. Make it sound believable. Can you believe how good that shot was from Gregory Turner for 4 in a row? We can get to 268 this game. Nick Morgan trying to stay perfect. He's up now on lane 22. We'll see if the standings are up to date as well. We'll give you the rundown. And the run comes to an end in the 9th. For Morgan. All right, trying to get the updated standings to load. Current cut to the top 12 is plus 331. I can tell you that much. It's actually scrolling here our unofficial standings. After 15 games, Skip Pavone plus 498. Marc Williams second at plus 484. Mike Diaz 469. Warren Nelson 453. Darryl Bauer 447. Ron Moore 442 and 6th. Bruce Hall 413. Benny Hayes 405. Chris Keene 9th at 371. Ron Holzer 10th at plus 363. All right. 10th frame underway now. Vicente can get to 201. Saw him finish big on our other featured pair last game. Do the last 4, now trying to make it the last 3 for 201. Looks like the strikes adding up down to our right. Dick Baker and Bruce Hall, both with the front 8. Baker splits into 9th. Bruce Hall, the last hope for game 4. Morgan likes that first one in the 10th. He can get to 279. Lucente finishes 201. Turner open in the 10th for 234. Standings being a little uncooperative online. We gave you the rundown of the top 10 and the cut number. Final shots coming up here. Morgan will be in the 260s. .267, 234 for Turner, 201 Lucente, 244 for Gregg Mcmahan. Miscue in the 4th frame, missed a 7-pin. Could have been a bunch more. Ronnie Holt in the 180s. Waiting to see what Bruce Hall does in the 9th frame. Way down on 31 and 2. 184 here for Ronnie Holt. Manier can get to 225. I'm going to take a walk, folks. We'll be right back for game number 5 coming up in just a minute. 2018 Super Senior Classic. Matt Canizaro here at Samstown Bowling Center. Bruce Hall on the verge of perfection. And I guess protection for his spot in the top 12. We'll see how he finishes up. We'll be right back. All right, just like that, we are a few frames in to game number 5. I've updated standings here in just a few moments. Bruce Hall, our left-hander, down yonder, front 9, and then nearly 7-10. Got the 10 to go on his 10th shot. So still searching for that first perfect game here. 2018 Super Senior Classic. But a nice surge for Mr. Hall. And we'll see how things shape up with the game 16 standings coming in just 1 minute here. Now on our featured pairs, 19 and 20. We've got John Bertolina, Kevin Croucher, Harry Sullins, and Hugh Miller doing some work here. Game 5 of 6. And over on 21 and 22, Michael Hastings, Ron Holzer, Jerry Smith, and the left-hander now stepping up, Randy Turner, an old pal from back in the PBA Southwest region. Great shot there for Turner for the double. So we appreciate everybody dropping in, giving us part of your Saturday. $217 watching, 40 thumbs up. We appreciate the support. Remember, subscribe to BowlTV. Got a lot of great action coming up over the next week. Senior Masters next on the docket. So subscribe. You'll know what's happening and when. Say, give us a thumbs up, but no thumbs up there for Sullins. Another 7-10 on the lane 19. These guys bowling pretty quick today. 6-game block. It started at 9, 2 hours in. So about 30 minutes a game. We'll be done here by noon. Give us a 3-hour break before we come back for match play. If you are just joining us for today's broadcast, I'll give you the quick rundown of today's action. We started the week with 184 competitors, age 60 and older, all USBC members. They bowled 12 games of qualifying over 2 days. 12-game pinfall totals determined the 46 players who advanced to the Cashers round. That's what you're watching right now. So only 46 remain in contention for the $8,500 top prize. After today's block, 18-game pinfall totals will determine the top 12 for match play. Those 12 players will be split into 2 groups, evens and odds. They'll bowl within their groups. 6 games of round-robin match play. That's 5 games plus a position round, after which 24-game pinfall totals plus bonus pins from match play will help determine the top 2 seeds for tomorrow's finals. The leader of each group after match play today will be seated onto the TV show. There'll be 1 and 2 based on total pins, and then the 2, 3, and 4 finishers in each group will come back tomorrow morning for simultaneous group step ladders. Nice break there for Sullins, making up for that 7-10. So tomorrow's group step ladders will feature 3 players each, the 2, 3, and 4 seeds. 3 and 4 will bowl. Winner will take on number 2. And the overall winner of each step ladder also will advance to the championship round, where they'll meet the 2 players who qualified from today. Keeps things exciting, and if you make the top 12, you definitely have a chance at making the final step ladder. So keeps the players excited and into it. Anything can happen from that point. And we're nearly there. Another 7-10. It's time for Jerry Smith on 21. We'll be back with match play today at 6 p.m. Eastern. These are the best of the best, age 60 and older. Dick Baker, who led the opening round, 76 years old. All right, so back half of game number 5. It's like standings should be updated. We'll take a peek. First, give a run through our live scoring. All right, now we'll get back to our standings after 16 games. A little separation for Skip Pavone in the last 2 games, 258, 278. Looks like our second high block of the day. Pavone plus 576. Plus 576. Marc Williams second at plus 510. Darrell Bauer third at plus 493. Bruce Hall with that 279 game up to fourth at plus 492. Mike Diaz now fifth, plus 483. He's just plus 10 on the day, so that cushion from yesterday really helping him out here today. Warren Nelson sixth at plus 468. Ron Moore hanging on, seventh place, plus 444. Benny Hafes plus 400. Nick Morgan, high block for the day, 996. Holy cow, 245, 259, 225, 267. He is at plus 390 and tied for ninth place with Chris Keene. 11th, Jerry Smith. Here in our featured pair trying to put something together. He is tied for 11th with Harry Sullins. And they're pretty even here in game number 5. They're at plus 377. Dick Baker at 244 last game. He's 13th at plus 372. So he is the one man out. 5 pins behind the number. Kevin Croucher here in our featured pair is at plus 368. So if he can finish strong here, some potential to go around Harry Sullins and Jerry Smith. So really about 20 players with 2 games to go with a chance here at making the top 12. If you want to follow the standings, you can visit bowl.com/supersenior. You'll see PDFs for each qualifying round and for today's cashers round. Total pinfall carries over throughout the event. So each round so far, 6 games. And it will be the 18-game pinfall totals that determine who advances to match play. That's coming up today at 6 p.m. Eastern. Some of the players nervously looking at the giant leaderboard down by lanes 1 and 2. Others not interested in the standings. They're going to try to knock every pin down every time regardless. And if their names get called at the end, and they did enough. If not, take that prize check on to the next. Everybody here today, a casher at the Super Senior Classic, and for many, a nice little warm-up for the upcoming Senior Masters. So these guys get 3 events back to back to back. They had a 4th one in Brentwood, California, about a 7-hour drive. But now these 2 events followed by the U.S. Open, Senior U.S. Open. So staying busy for the West Coast swing of the PBA 50 Tour. All right. Looks like Hugh Miller, a little bit anxious. Trying to bowl for Harry Sullins. Nay, nay, Mr. Miller. Wait your turn. Sullins delivers. First one of the 10th. He can get to 226. Jay Smith to our right, striking this game. The 2 are tied. Smith can get to 246. One more game coming up after this. And then we'll step away for what's going to be about 3 hours. Tenth frame now underway on 21 and 22. Michael Hastings and Jerry Smith. They're 19 and 20. It's 209 for Bertolina. Croucher open in the 10th for 191. He was just outside the number. Going to fall a little bit farther behind. Sullins finishes with 224. Smith with a chance to break that tie for 11th and 12th. And disaster. 2-8-10. So even if he picks this up, strikes on the fill, Sullins now with the advantage there. Smith with the open. Finishes with 211, fighting for his spot in the top 12. Hastings, 10 here, 214. Hastings in 23rd place at plus 263, so A little more than 100 back, finishes with 214. One more game to go. 193 for Hugh Miller. And now Turner and Holzler going to finish things off. So trouble for Ron in the final frame. 3-6-7. Turner, not pretty, but doubles up. $188 max for him. All right, 188 for Turner, 77 for Holzler, and that is going to do it for game number 5. Players on the move. The finale coming up next in just a minute here on BowlTV. We'll know our top 12 for round robin match play in about 30 minutes. So sit tight. Players headed our way for game number 6. My name is Matt Cannizzaro. You're watching live coverage of the 2018 Super Senior Classic. See it there on the scoreboards. We'll be right back with the finale. Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you in just a minute. Folks, we apologize for the delay. Just waiting on other players to get done and head our way for game number 6 for the day, 18 overall. It's like a traffic jam. Players on the move here for the finale, so we'll be right back with game 6 in just a minute. Thanks for hanging in there. Tell all your friends. One more exciting game to determine the top 12 here at the 2018 Super Senior Classic. We'll be right back. All right, we are patiently waiting for our last round of players to come our way. Not sure what the traffic jam was. Looks like down on 7 and 8. They're in the 10th frame. Nine and 10. Final shots coming up as well. And here we go. Saw these guys at game 1 on 19 and 20. Now they're going to finish things up on 21 and 22. Kerry Painter. Mr. Polzer. Keene and Matisic coming our way. Game 6 of 6, 18 overall, and we'll then cut the field down from 46 cashers to 12 for match play. As soon as the updated standings become available, we'll let you know what's what. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern for round robin match play live here on BowlTV. Take some notes. See if we can't catch up with our tournament leader after this round. But with how separated everybody is, it's possible he might be back having a nap somewhere by the time we are done here on our featured pairs. Chris Keene not wasting any time. Delivering the first strike of our final game here. Kerry Panter, our 2013 Super Senior Classic champion, the inaugural event at the International Training and Research Center in Arlington, Texas, formerly known as the ITRC Super Senior Classic, held there in 13 and 14. Jim Knobloch getting the job done in 14. Sam Macarone, our winner in 2015 in Green Bay. And then the last 2 years, title match featured Ron Moore and Junichi Yajima, each one winning one of those two meetings. Ron Moore, the defending champ here in 2018, and in position to make another run here at Samstown Bowling Center. Featured players 3 for 3 on 21-22. Clark Pulser looking to make that a perfect 4. And he does not, leaves a 7 pin. A question about the oil pattern this week. 41 feet, 26 mils. Kegel Ice Oil, if you want to take a peek at that. It is on the Super Senior homepage, bowl.com/Super Senior. Click on the information tab. You can take a look at the graph and the numbers. If you want to see the results, there's a results tab as well. 2 rounds of qualifying and the cashers round. All updated through 16 games. We'll have a final update through 17 here in just 1 minute. Our final game on 19 and 20 is going to be Don Blatchford, Patrick Padden, Warren Nelson, and Jeff Jamison. If you have any final questions for us, drop those in the chat. Hopefully you'll be able to join us again for match play, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. here in Las Vegas. All right, game 6 underway, 19 and 20. Don Blatchford and Patrick Padden get things going. Through 17 games now. 17 games of 18. Skip Pavone plus 593. Mike Diaz rallies back with 247. He's in second at plus 530. Third place, Marc Williams hanging on at plus 507. Bruce Hall, fourth at plus 497. Darrell Bauer is fifth at plus 490. And Ron Moore, sixth at plus 479. Warren Nelson, 454. Chris Keene, 448. Benny Hayes, 415. Nick Morgan, plus 411. Got half of that today. Harry Sullins, 11th, 401. And Dick Baker is the number. 12th place, plus 393. Jerry Smith not far behind at plus 388. Then a little separation. Kevin Croucher, plus 359. Patrick Patton here in our featured pair, plus 351. 42 pins away. Jamison down in 44th place at plus 35. Blatchford 31st at plus 226. So those gentlemen are going to wrap things up here in Game 6. And if they are bowling the Senior Masters, we'll have a little bit of time to rest before that event gets underway. And over on 21 and 2. Poles are down to 20th place at plus 317. Said he was having some trouble getting out of the ball earlier today. That was a great shot, so perhaps that situation alleviated. But either way, 20th place. Pretty far back at this point with the game to go. Kerry Painter well behind Pulser, just one spot, but only plus 285, so despite the hot start this morning, looks like Painter probably going to fall short as well. Matistich, nice day today, including a 289 game, but he is 23rd at plus 280. Yeah, we already mentioned Chris Keene in 8th place at plus 448, looking to hang on to his spot in the top 12 here. And off to a good start in the finale, 3 out of 4. Top two players, Pavone and Diaz, down on 9 and 10. .63 pins separate the two going into Game 6. Should they finish 1-2, they'll be the leaders in their respective groups for match play. Matistich, 4 for 4. After back-to-back third place finishes at this event, looks like Johnny Petraglia is going to be short of the top 12. He's down in 35th place. Also, our 2016 champion and 2017 runner-up, Junichi Yajima. Probably a little far back to make the top 12. We see some new faces in match play, some familiar ones as well. So Ron Moore has the front 7 over on 13 and 14, trying to make things exciting here in the final game. Trying to jack some scores here. Madison's trying to stay perfect. Leaves the 2-7. Nelson gonna make it 4 straight here. Another great shot. He's quietly been getting things done today. Nelson 7th at plus 454, so with the start here, looking comfortable for the top 12. Great shot there by Patrick Patton. He's got 4 out of 5 here. Patton 15th can make a move here. Gonna need some help from those around him. Ron Moore striking it up, got the front 8. This guy's keeping us busy. Ron Moore in terrific shape, able to fight the fatigue. Won so many games and traveling quite a bit this week. As a pretty regular fitness regimen, includes hundreds of push-ups and sit-ups each day. he is up to our left, trying to make it front 9. Nelson's run ended at 4. I'll get ready for a quick walk down. A couple pairs to our left. See if Ron Moore can finish this thing out. Down on 9 and 10, Mike Diaz. Also starting strong. Looks like his string ended at the front 5. He is trying to make up 63 pins on Skip Pavone to get back to the top of the standings. I'm going to take a walk, folks. Watch the rest of Game 6 here on our featured pairs. My name is Matt Kenazar. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Certain you guys didn't miss me too much. Did get a nice 299 game out of Ron Moore. Left a 10-pin on his final shot. We'll have that video highlight here in just a few minutes. And appreciate the name correction from Dave in the chat room. Matosic. It's a 50-50 on the names, and if you think you got it, you probably don't. So we like to ask when we can, but sometimes we're pretty confident. This time, epic failure. So appreciate the assistance. Gonna do some calculations and see who our overall leader is going to be today. We know Ron Moore was plus 479. So he goes to plus 578. Might not be enough for the #1 spot, but definitely going to be in the top 12. So everything happening pretty much down to our left. Did not catch the final game for Mr. Bauer. He would have had to shoot almost $2.99. Final frames underway. 21 and 22. Panter finishes with 197. Keen 207. Polzer will be in the 240s. And Matosic going to get to the 250s now. Skip Pavone finishes with 248. It's going to be 641 over. Mike Diaz, best he can do is 234. We saw Marc Williams finish with a big game as well. He was on Ron Moore's pair. He had 268. He goes to plus 575. So he's 3 sticks behind Moore. Final shot for Diaz coming up. Down on 9 and 10. Finishes with 233, 563 over. So unofficially, the top 4 I feel good about here. Skip Pavone, 641. Ron Moore plus 578. Marc Williams plus 575. And Mike Diaz plus 563. Bruce Hall should be close behind in the 5 teens. And depending how Darryl Bauer finished up, he'll be right around 500 as well. So we'll see if we can't catch up with Mr. Pavone, get a few thoughts on the keys to success for today. We're going to watch our final frames here on 19 and 20. Again, we'll cut the field down now from the top 46 cashers to 12 for round robin match play. Our other featured pair already done. Kerry Painter, Clark Polzer, Carl's his son. They won doubles together at the USBC Open Championships a couple of years back. Mike Matosic and Chris Keene doing their final calculations. I think of that group, Keene might be the only one we're going to see in match play. Here, 258 for Patrick Padden. Could that be enough to make a jump into the top 12? He was close, 15th at plus 351. And a handful of players ahead of him. Dick Baker, I believe, had 163 in Game 6. So we'll go around him for sure. Baker was 12th, but still Jerry Smith and Kevin Croucher in between. So we'll see if we can't wait for a final tally. And these guys should be our last pair done. And we'll leave the live stream on for just a minute to see if we can't get that final number to 12th place. Blatchford finishes with 179. Jameson now doubles up, can get to 208. And Warren Nelson, we'll see him in match play, 258. Still a possibility.
All right, bowling fans, that concludes qualifying in this year's 2018 USBC Super Senior Classic. We'll tally all the scores and announce our top 12. We'll move on to match play this afternoon at 3 o'clock, just as soon as we have all the scoring verified. Once again, match play will begin at 3 o'clock. Right here, since bowling center.
All right, Greg Moore calling it done here. And I don't know that we're going to get that number too quick, so I think we're going to call it a squad here. We'll have the official standings posted on the USBC Facebook page, Sport of Bowling USBC, once everything is verified and confirmed. Again, it looks like Skip Pavone will be our tournament leader, plus 641, followed by defending champion Ron Moore, Marc Williams, Mike Diaz, and Bruce Hall. We'll have the top 12 round-robin match play coming up at 3 p.m. local time, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on BowlTV. Folks, we do appreciate you tuning in for our continued coverage here of the Super Senior Classic, Samstown Bowling Center. My name is Matt Canizaro, and I think that is the news for now. We'll see you in a couple hours, folks. Round-robin match play coming up, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on BowlTV. Thanks for tuning in. That definitely is the news for now. We'll see you on the lanes.